Hi, Ann Smith here, Norwex Independent Sales Consultant. I'm going to be showing you guys how the mop works now, okay? So, if you are someone who does any kind of dry mopping, wet mopping, any kind of cleaning your floors, and if you are sick and tired of having to be on your hands and knees and or going through so many disposable mop pads or having to use a gross rag and bucket, you might want to consider the Norwex mop system, okay? So the mop system comes, if you buy the whole system together, there's 4 different pieces that come. The first one is this extendable handle, like this, and you want it to be about chin length, or chin height, because that's gonna be the easiest on your back. The next piece is gonna be this silver base that has, the bottom part has Velcro, just like that, because then the dry mop pad, which is what you would use first, is going to Velcro to that, okay? So I'm gonna come back here so you guys can see, and you wanna do figure 8 patterns, kind of just like this, and get around all the edges of your room. And depending on what you find on your kitchen floor, it might not pick up everything. Last night I found an almond and a stone. I don't even have kids. I don't even know where that stuff comes from. Anyway, you just want to go all around your kitchen. I'm not going to do my whole kitchen, but I'm just going to see what we can find here, because I haven't cleaned for a while. I've been out of town. And that's what happens when you go out of town. Your house just creates a whole lot of disgustingness. Okay, so now I have here, whoa, look at everything we found. That's disgusting. Okay, this is like a pink / very light colored mop pad. And you can see that there is a lot of dirt. There's a lot of dust. There's a piece of dried spinach. I don't have any answers for that. But look how well it's holding on to all of that. All of that dust stuff that I didn't even see on my floor. I saw the spinach. But all of the dust pieces that I didn't even see, it picked up. The mop pad is like an EnviroCloth on steroids for your floor, okay? So the dry mop pad, after I'm done using it, each time, I'm gonna take my handy rubber brush, and I have a trash can right here. And we are just going to brush all of this into the trash, or you can do it outside, whatever is easiest for you. If it's nice out, I go outside. If it's not nice out, I do it inside. So brush all of that out, and you can see that is getting it's getting it pretty clean for just using this rubber brush for in between washes, okay? So it gets it really, really good, and it gets all of the hair out of there, because it's picked up a lot of hair. I don't know if you guys saw that. But that is what I do for the dry mop pad. And then the 4th thing that comes in it is the wet mop pad, okay? And the wet mop pad does have the back lock in. So what I do, I make it wet in the sink, wring it out really good, put it on the floor, and then I swap out my mop pads, and then I would just go to town doing my figure 8s again, mopping all over the floor, and then your mop pad is gonna turn gray most likely. It is like when you would use the EnviroCloth wet on your surface to get rid of and pick up to 99% of bacteria when we're following the proper care and use. That is what the wet mop pad is going to do for your floors. So it's also going to pick up everything that's on the floors that you can see and everything that you can't, because it is going to get through that chemical residue and buildup from using previous cleaners that you have used in the past. When I first got my mop was not my best friend. And it took a little while for me to use my mop and get through all of those layers of previous disinfectants and cleaners that had built up on this floor over time. So once it got through all of that, again, with just microfiber and water, cutting through layers of chemicals, that's crazy. So now it's super easy. My floors are shiny because it's also removing, anytime you get a new floor or you're in a home with a new floor, that comes from the factory with chemical coats and shiners to make it look like it's super clean, which is great. However, those chemicals and residues left on the floor is going to attract dirt and dust, and it's going to make your floors look dirty really, really fast because it leaves a sticky residue, right? You know what I'm talking about. We have all encountered that at one time or another. So it will get through all of that chemical residue, and then your floors are not sticky, and it's not going to attract so much dirt and dust, so your floors are going to stay cleaner longer. Yay! Because nobody wants to spend all of that time cleaning their floors. It's going to be, you know, nice out soon, and it's going to be time to be outside. So that's how the mop works. There's 3 different ways to get your hands on a mop, because it is one of the highly coveted items of Norwex. You can buy it, and it's worth every penny. Everybody loves it. You can host a party, and you can earn it with your hostess rewards for either completely free or highly discounted. Most of the hostesses that host with Norwex, it's because they want the mop and they don't want to buy it. They want to get it for free. So that is a great way to try to get your hands on one of those. Or the third option is when you sign up as a consultant, the mop comes in your kit for free. I was able to earn my kit for free, as is everybody else who has who signs up has the opportunity to earn their kit for free. They shipped the kit to your home for $10, and within a certain amount of days, if you meet some sales requirements, your kit's free, and the mop comes in that. So that is a great way to get your hands on that. Being a consultant is one of the best decisions that I ever made. The income has been a huge blessing. I have been making a decent side income by doing very, very part-time hours, and I make my own schedule. Norwex does not require a whole lot to maintain your status, and it has been hugely beneficial. So if you or someone you know is looking for something a little bit extra, and you're finding yourself loving all of the Norwex products, and you don't want to buy them all, you really don't need to, because Norwex sends a lot of Norwex to their consultants for free. They're super generous to their hostesses, but they're also very generous to their consultants. So that might be something to consider. But that is how the mop system works, and I can't wait to show you guys what is next.